Welcome back to Cigar Time, your friendly neighborhood show all about premium cigars.
We are friendly.
We are friendly, kind of.
Sometimes.
Usually.
But are you premium?
No, we're not premium.
We're not, but our cigars are.
Cigars aren't.
We're
Speaking of premium cigars,
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
yeah. Today we are smoking a cigar from Protocol. It's made by Eric Espinoza. It's called the Law Part 4. Part 4. And Jeff is going to tell us all about it. You remember Jeff? He does our cigarsamplers.com.
The sister company.
Sister company. That is
Cigar.
correct.
The only place you can get these limited release, and there's maybe 200 bundles left in the world, is at CigarSamplers.com, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, without getting into all the craziness that surrounds these particular cigars, suffice it to say that sometimes business deals fall through, and I happened to be at the right place at the right time. I scooped up these particular cigars. I bought all of them, so again, they're only exclusive at CigarSamplers.com. Bundles of 10, Toro, a slight box press on them.
Very slight. But you can see it, but it's a very slight box press.
It has a pigtail at the top, which everybody's cut off their tails.
More of a nipple.
Okay, you can call it what you like.
And a closed foot.
Closed foot. So let's take a puff of these things and see what everybody thinks off the initial.
I get like a dark cocoa taste pre-light. Like chocolate cocoa.
Like baking cocoa.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's actually pretty good.
And on
It's,
the
it's very sweet too.
on light, I'm getting other baking spices, like a whole assortment. It's like a spice cabinet.
It's got a nice sweet taste to it. You have the blend, I believe. It is San Andres.
It's a San Andres wrapper. Binder, filler are all Nicaraguan from Esteli, Condega, and Jalapa. So you're getting to taste the whole rainbow that is Nicaragua. Hector is the blender of this particular cigar. He does nothing but great stuff, and I'm getting right off the jump a nice hit of pepper.
Wasn't he killed by Achilles?
No, that's a different.
Hector.
Different Hector.
Isn't Macho Camacho actually named Hector, the boxer?
I don't know.
Hector Macho Camacho, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
He's dead, isn't he?
Is he
I'm
dead?
thinking of a wrestler. Never mind. Macho Man.
No, R.I.P. him and Miss Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth, I think she's still alive. But anyway, moving on. So you get these in a nice bundle with 10. Here's what's great. When they started out, originally they were $115 for a bundle of 10. So you're looking a little over 11
$11.50.
per cigar. I mean, your math is impeccable, so I don't even know why I tried. I'm coming out of the gates $64.99
Oh yeah.
for the bundle of 10. Item number
Wow.
45,000, 45 with the 000. Lazona made goodness. The Law Part 4.
So they were $11.50 a piece, and now they're only $6.49 a piece.
From Jeff.
For me.
From you.
And
Wow, it's over $5.
that's
Savings.
almost $50 a pack, doing your math.
Right.
And then, on top of that, I'll ship them anywhere in the, basically in the continental United States and Puerto Rico, for free, on top of that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, they need more cigars in Puerto Rico.
But they do.
Because the stuff they grow there is really not good for cigars.
Wow.
They do grow cigar tobacco. I
Do they
just don't-
really?
Yeah. And there are some Puerto Rican brands, like 2 or 3, but none of them are any good
Never heard of them.
because they're not good.
I've heard of Philippine tobacco.
Yeah, well, that was a
Remember-
big deal for one of two brands.
Remember Alhambra?
Canary Island tobacco.
Oh,
used
that's
to be a
good stuff though.
big-
Yeah.
used to be a big
Double
deal.
Happiness and Fighting Cock were the two big brands out of the Philippines.
Alhambra used to be
I used to
Alhambra
smoke
too.
those. They were good cigars.
Um,
Not great cigars.
I never had the other two, the ones you just mentioned. But Canary Islands, yeah, the Monte Cruz was made there, or had tobacco from there.
They
Very
used to
good.
have a lot of factories in the Canary Islands and ship tobacco from Cuba to there to make cigars for the European market.
Yeah, nice.
Back in the day,
Right.
when
Right, that was back when you could.
when you could produce a Cuban cigar outside of Cuba.
Gotcha. So what else you got here, Jeff?
Well,
We'll come back to this.
we'll come back. We'll visit this. I just have a couple little items, you know, a couple last minute. I don't know. I wouldn't say stocking stuffers, but they could be.
Depends on the size of the
Size of stocking, yeah.
You got a
big your
big
leg
enough
is.
stocking. I got you covered.
Yeah.
You know, I've got just a couple quick things to just. I mean, this is a perfect gift right here. This is the
Yes.
AJ Fernandez portfolio, the Expedition Sampler. You're getting 5 of those, plus you're getting the limited edition.
Not just a regular edition.
No, nay, I say. These are the limited edition cutters and lighters, which you can probably find in other editions. But anyway, I think I got these. What did we say these were? What, $44.99 for the?
Something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, perfect holiday gift. Slap a bow on that. And I'm telling you right now, the post office and UPS say you have until the 18th to get a product to have it by Christmas. The way they're going this year, and this is my third Christmas of shipping things out. This year, for whatever reason, they are really not super efficient like they've been over the past few years. I'm trying to be nice.
Mhm.
But there are packages that are just going,
Yeah.
that literally are supposed to go to New York, that went to Florida, then went back to New York. So it took like a 2-day, trip
one
down, maybe
day.
just to warm up, get warm.
Tell me about the one that was supposed to go to California, ended up in Texas.
Yeah, there's a lot of, but they're not losing them, they're just being delayed. And my typical turnaround time is, say around 3 days or so to get, from the time you order to probably the time you're smoking it. As the further you go out west, it might go 4 or 5 days. So, point being, if you're interested, go to cigarsamplers.com. I got a whole tab that just says gifts. Look at this. What's this right here? Monte Cristo,
Oh,
seal
love
head
that
and music.
cigar.
I mean, this
You
was
don't
the
see
first
this
time.
cigar around anymore.
That's because it's discontinued. I guess who's got it?
You?
You,
Me.
a Crowned Heads collaboration to make a Monte Cristo.
With
Gotta love it.
EP Carrillo.
The group of the Bozos.
Wow.
The group of those.
This just in. But I've got these. These were retailing for over $300 a box.
Yep.
I'm at $134.99 shipped to your house. And these are boxes of 20. So I don't want you to think that you're getting, those are right there, 20. So it says it's right there, so it must be true. These are the Sublimes too. These aren't the little ones.
Yeah,
Some-
Sublime is a
some-
nice beefy
But
stuff.
fortunately, that would last me about 3 days.
Well, I mean,
6x54.
6x54. Go slow, go fast. I don't care how you go. Just go. That's what I'm trying to say. What else we got here? We got more AJ? Yeah. Look, the new Eldorado. I got that sampler.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of every size that they
That
make.
is so cool.
And you could get this for what, less than $40, I'm saying. And I'll ship it to your house. So you talk about, again, another perfect gift. You slap a bow on that thing, okay? And look, here's something else that, I don't want to talk out of school, but I will. All right. So look, if you got this box today, all right, and you put a bow on it, and you put it under your Christmas tree, Paul, back me up on this, okay? The cigars are going to be fine.
Absolutely.
There are people that think if it's not inside a humidor immediately, okay? There are people that would buy this box, open it up, put them in a humidor for weeks before they go, oh, now I can smoke it. I'm telling you. I mean, they're not a delicate and fragile item as you think they are.
No, and AJ in particular ships ready to smoke.
Yeah.
Every
He
time.
does his aging down there, not up here, because the stuff sells out up here very fast.
Yep.
So it's already aged, It's already perfect. You don't have to worry about it in the box.
It's
And
ready to
you're
fill.
ready to go.
Yeah, but like I said, there are people that I get a lot of requests, and it's funny because I get a lot of first-time customers, and I can tell. I mean, when it's usually when it's a lady's name and it's a first-time customer, so I have to write, because everybody gets a handwritten note, but then those ones get a special note a little bit longer. Like it's okay, as long as you don't stick them next to the fireplace. Or hang them by the chimney by the fireplace with care, or put them by the the heater vent. They're going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to
Or
dispel that
you
myth.
don't want to put it in the refrigerator
No,
Yeah,
or
no,
freezer.
no.
or the freezer.
Those are two places. I mean, if you're going to do anything,
That's old school.
Yeah.
Guys in their 70s and 80s remember when they would put their cigars in the ice box, because the ice box did not have any frost-free features, so it was moist and cool, and it was a safe place to keep cigars. Now we have refrigerators, and they're frost-free, which means it sucks all the moisture out of a cigar. So the last place, no matter what your grandpa told you, the last place you ever want to put a cigar is in the refrigerator.
Yep. They were most of them have already been frozen to kill the bugs
Yeah, kill the
as
larvae.
they left their respective countries. And then what else I got here? Oh, you know what? I got another closeout. The Aging Room, the Rare Collection by Rafael Nodal.
Mm-hmm.
This again these are boxes of 10. Okay, I don't want to chinch on, I'm just letting you know. These are boxes of 10. But great cigars, great presentation on these bad boys, and the price. I'm again over 50% off. $74.99 for the box of these. Perfect holiday gift.
Absolutely.
I mean, great cigar, great tobacco, and great group of people making those bad boys right there. Again, this is an AJ collaboration. So I mean, you can't go wrong. AJ is hot.
Yes.
Almost every damn cigar I got up here has AJ in it.
Between Raphael and AJ, you have great stuff, and you have access to all of the tobacco that Alcatis wants to play with.
Yeah. They're coming out with a bunch of new stuff too. I've been watching. A lot of new stuff coming. But anyway, what's everybody's thoughts on
Let's
the
give your
law?
first opinion there, Moose. What do you think?
Well, obviously it's Nicaragua, so you're getting the pepper. And I did get a little cocoa. For some reason, I'm picking up something more of my taste buds are telling me it's red wine.
Really?
UB40.
Red wine
Yeah.
goes to my head.
Paul?
I had the pepper at the beginning. I found that it backed off really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just loaded with an assortment of baking spices. I taste like nutmeg and maybe allspice, no cinnamon. Definitely some dark cocoa powder, like powdered cocoa. It's interesting, this burns really slow. I mean, for me, this is
Yeah.
like, I should be almost done by
Yeah.
now.
Have you
And smoke production is great.
Yeah, big time. Have you retro had it yet?
Not yet.
I smoked one of these yesterday. Jeff and I had one. It's what you just said happened. I got the blast, not a blast of pepper, but pepper in the beginning. But then mine backed off. But you said yours continued the whole time.
Well, I smoked one yesterday. It took me probably 2 hours to smoke a cigar yesterday because I had to set it down, light it, set it down, and I was busy running around the warehouse doing all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to be so bold as to say, for me, okay, and I'm not going to say I'm not speaking for everybody else here, but this particular cigar, out of all the cigars that I've tried this year, and we're winding the year up, is definitely in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And for the value that is associated with this particular cigar, and knowing that it's premium and long filler and all that good stuff, and knowing that I was fortunate enough to fall upon it, and knowing that the price used to be $115 and I'm at $64.99, this to me is a winner.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of it's kind of like you bragging about your children, because now this is one of my kids. This is one of my 250 plus kids that I haven't.
You got a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I got a lot of kids. But again, and once they're gone, that's it. And I will tell you that these just went out for sale last night for the first time. And people who were familiar with the law part 1, part 2, and part 3 know that once it's done, it's done. They're not coming back. And I had people buying up to 4 bundles yesterday. The average was 2. There were some people that wanted to kick the tires and they never had the law before, so they're like, well, let me get 1 bundle, and I guarantee they're going to be coming back.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Well, let me tell you, viewers, something. If you like anything from Protocol, you're probably going to like this. If you like anything from Eric Espinoza, you're probably going to like this.
He makes a good cigar.
So you're kind of safe. This
Yeah.
is like a no-fail proposition.
Oh, yeah. I
I
like.
did try the Retro Hill, by the way.
Yeah.
And I found it to be pure red pepper.
Yes. It's a full
Not
body.
black,
No. Yeah.
red pepper, but nice.
Yeah. It's a fuller bodied cigar, if you retrohale it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's very smooth. I find it really smooth cigar.
There's great balance in it, and
Yeah.
I mean it's again, Hector is basically the main blender down at Lazona. Not basically, he is the main blender down there. And you know, when people give him tasks, and he hits it every time. I want this, I want this, I want that, and boom. And the guys at Protocol, came up with a list of things that, and I'm telling you, this cigar for me checks all the boxes. If you're into the fuller bodied, fuller flavored particular cigars, a little bit of sweetness to it as well, it's a great cigar.
Yeah. I told you this yesterday. This is probably one of the best cigars I've had all year.
So that's true now.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to hear from other people what they think.
It is. I mean, I haven't had many new cigars this year, but this is definitely.
A standout.
Of course, this is a standard comment by me. There's only one thing wrong with it.
It's too
It's
small.
too small.
I have one.
You can take 2 or 3 at once.
I have one
Take-
100 by like 7 or whatever. I got one of those coffins. I have one left. It's a big cigar.
Is Protocol the company owned by a guy who used to be a customs agent?
No, Juan used to work for the New York police and then for the transit police.
Okay. One
So,
comes out.
yeah. He was NYPD and then he moved
I
over
don't know why I thought
to
customs.
Port Authority.
I knew he was
Well, Port
law
Authority
enforcement.
handles all that stuff. Yeah, but yeah, it makes, and everything has a law theme to
Yeah.
it. So, yeah, I'm assuming by now he knows that I have these particular cigars.
Yeah. I like the Bass Reeves. That was a good cigar.
Yeah, there's it. I mean, there's again, all through Espinosa, Lazona. There's even, I don't know if you've had the chance to try. I mean, I carry the new Lazona, the TAA, the Shikaka.
Shitty caca. Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, that cigar has taken off. I mean, a couple weeks ago they had the Lazona Palooza event. They handed out a couple cigars to certain people. Some people got their hands on the TAA Shikaka, and I mean, I've got very little stock left in it. I got 5-packs, I got boxes, and the Shikakas are doing exceedingly well.
And just so you know, it's a Murcielago line.
Yes.
And it's the Murcielago is the bat, and the Shikaka is a white bat.
From,
So it's a Connecticut wrapper as opposed to Maduro
Yeah.
wrapper.
Shikaka is a white, albino bat.
Mhm.
White, yeah.
Yeah, well, they're made famous in East Ventura, #2.
That is correct.
Shikaka! So, I mean, that's, my spiel basically for cigarsamplers.com is I got gift items. If you want them, come and get them, because time is a wasted. Now,
Yeah.
if you want to go into the stores, you can go in on Christmas Eve and get what you need. Christmas Eve, I'll be driving somewhere for Christmas. But, if you want early Christmas gifts at great prices and shipped to your house for free, I got you. That's what I'm trying to say.
And if you just want cigars for yourself, you got them too.
I mean, most of these, you know, if you buy them, you're going to end up smoking them anyway with somebody. So,
It's true.
you know.
Especially those Monte Cristos.
Yeah.
Ciudad de Musicas. That's one of the best cigars they have ever made. It's really, really good.
I don't want to
Let's go.
go. Okay, I'm going to hold it over here. What's this right here?
There you go.
The Law, Part
Number
4.
Number 4. Eric makes good stuff.
Yes, he does.
I like his cigars.
And again, I have made the mistake, and I will never make it again, where I leave out Hector. I've mentioned Hector's name multiple times, and that's because if I leave Hector, like on the website, I have to put the description, and you know, and I always say, well, you know, like with the knuckle sandwich, it's, you know, Eric and Guy are the faces of the knuckle sandwich.
Yeah.
But Hector blended it.
But if you don't put Hector, look, you know, oh, Guy, and he's like, hey, who blended that cigar for? I'm like, all right, yes, I understand, and I will have mad respect for you. So there you go. He's also a chicken farmer, but that's another story for another day.
Hector is.
Oh, yeah.
He's a chicken farmer and he blends cigars.
And he's retired law enforcement as well.
Wow.
This is not uncommon. I have a good friend in Honduras who's a blender. His name is Don Matute. And he owns all of the fried chicken restaurants in Danley, Honduras.
Really?
And there are a bunch of them.
I've
Those
probably
are
been
the,
there.
what's it called, tip top or something like that? Is that the
Tippy
name?
Top,
It's
Tippy Top, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, something like that. But I've eaten it.
And everybody in Danley has eaten there at
Mhm.
some point or other.
It's like
And
KFC,
he
but
blends
not.
cigars, and he's really good at it.
Wow. Wow. Is that why we get the chicken feathers in the...
No, that's
And the
because
tobacco?
they have chickens running around in the factory.
That's true. That's very true.
So, you know, I'm about almost halfway, and I'm telling you what, I mean, again, for me, I'm not even going to talk about it because it's good. And I mean, I've put guarantees on these things going, I guarantee you're going to like this cigar. If you like them full and rich, this
And
is
complex.
a great cigar.
It's very smooth.
Smooth, complex. What a combination.
Tasty.
Full flavor,
Full flavor.
but smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the... It's hard to see with these lights, but
The wrapper is really
the
nice.
wrapper's beautiful.
Yeah.
It really is. Nice. And I like San Andres. It doesn't look like a...
It's not a Maduro.
It's not an Ascara or a Maduro. It's just a regular natural San Andres. It's beautiful. It really is nice.
Got a nice sheen to it.
Yeah.
Like when we talk about Nicaragua, telling us that this is San Andres wrapper
Yeah.
doesn't really tell us much except where it was grown.
Right.
It could be one of a dozen breeds of tobacco that they happen to. Usually they grow only a couple,
Right.
but I've seen some really interesting things come out of San Andres, like Sumatra,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Mexican Sumatra, which is rare.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of stuff coming out of Mexico.
That's what I
Except
hear.
good cigars.
That's what I hear.
Great tobacco coming out of there, but no good cigars.
Well, what is it? Tarrant used to make okay cigars back in
Even
the
though
day.
they're still okay.
You know, you say, okay. I remember I got invited to their factory, and when they explained what it took to get to their factory, I was like, I'm good. I don't need to come to your factory. You had to fly from like JFK, then you had to fly to Texas. Then from Texas, you had to fly to Mexico City. And from Mexico City, there was another flight, but then it was like a 4-hour bus ride.
No.
I'm like, no, I'm
No.
good. I'm good.
absolutely not.
I've made that. I've made
Mexico's a
that.
bigger country than most people realize.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's pretty good.
I made the journey in a couple of years back. We went to Honduras and we ended up going to Florida Copan. Shout out to Elmer Suarez. He runs that factory over there. And that was another one of those. And the cool thing was is you get to drive by and all the Mayan ruins. And we didn't go in and see, but you know you could see all those places and you know the history and things like that. But again, that was another good solid 4.5 hour bus ride. And
Ugh.
the only thing we had on there were, booze and cigars. So I mean, it was awful.
Oh,
Well,
pobrecito.
And
That's
if
a shame.
if you want to visit Nestor Plasencia in Danley, you have to fly into Toulouse and take a 2-hour ride in the back of a pickup truck.
Pickup truck. That's the only thing they have there.
And you have to race like the wind to get the hell out of Toulouse.
Yeah. And you know what? It's not that far away. It's just that the roads,
roads
take
are
you that
worthless.
way. And
Unless you're Christian from Camacho, that man, he knows every curve, and
I've been there.
he drives it well.
Yeah. And there's no railings.
No, there's
There are no
no
guardrails.
guardrails.
And it's basically it's like 1.5 lanes. It's not
So,
2 lanes.
And it's all
It's 1.5.
those big trucks that are all decorated,
Yeah.
the semis and buses that are.
And God forbid you're going up a hill and someone's coming down. It's not.
It's
good
an adventure.
It's
every
not a
time.
good situation. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
I can
And you're still safer there than you are in Toulouse.
No matter what,
No
you
matter
take
where
it.
you go. As long as you get out of the city.
It's only in the top 3 most dangerous cities in the world now. It used to be number 1, but it's slipped down to like 2 or 3
Oh.
now. So
Well, unfortunately, cities in Ecuador are moving up that list because the Sinaloa cartel has taken over the big cities in Ecuador so they can use the ports. That's what they want. They wanted a Pacific port.
Yeah. And when I first went there, the first time I went there, the airport wasn't really much of an airport. There were literally chickens running on the runways and stuff. And where you went in to show your passport and everything like that, it was just
Booth.
it was a plywood desk, and that's where you get your passport stamped and everything like that, and
That's where you pay your exit fee.
your exit fee exactly. And you actually had to. There was no jetway. You had to walk up the steps.
Walk out on the tarmac.
Tarmac and walk up the steps. And the second time I went, it had gotten better. They actually had an office and a
First
little
time
area.
I flew into Toulouse, and flying into Toulouse
Yeah.
is a thing to begin with because
Yeah.
you're coming down vertical.
yeah, basically.
Isn't
Um,
that dangerous?
Yes.
Not to get stuck in the engines?
Well, the first time I flew in, after that ridiculous steep,
Yeah.
the pilot announced that we had to go around again. There was a goat on the runway.
There you go.
That's how you know you're in a third world country.
I was wanting to sit on the left-hand side of the plane because that's where you're.
Yeah, you can
Because
see.
it tilts. It literally tilts like this, and I wanted to see how close you get to those rooftops,
Very.
and it's very close. You can almost reach out and
Shake hands with somebody,
somebody
on the roof.
Yeah, absolutely.
well, they added an extra like 50 feet to that runway now.
Well,
so-
they have to. Man, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I fly into Managua, and then I take a car all the way to Honduras. I don't even fly into Honduras anymore. I take a car
Flying
over.
into
Really?
to Managua is a pleasure.
you know,
And although it's a long drive to the border, you're going through some great places, like Esteli and so on.
Problem is the border. You got
Well,
those
there's
people.
always trucks backed up at the border.
Well, yeah, and then they have the people with the turrets with the guns
Well,
aimed at you.
of course. I'm used to that.
I know you are. Because I never crossed into Nicaragua, but when I was there, I was only about a mile away at the Rockies factory. And you can see it. I mean, you can see the turrets and the everything.
Yeah, they're pretty serious about the border.
Yes, they are.
At the other end of Nicaragua, too, on the border with Costa Rica,
Yeah.
it's a no-nonsense. They have all kinds of border police there, and
I'll give you a pro tip on
that's
that.
that's where I got
Stop.
where I got messed up and wound up in Costa Rica without my passport
Oh,
job
yeah,
stay.
The trust that I have with the Plasencia family is when you get to the border, they have a person
Yeah.
who takes everybody's passports in the group and passes the line, goes right up to the door, knocks on the door, hands the passports over to the person, and then they stamp everything, and within 10-15 minutes you're crossing the border when you go with Plasencia. But if you go by yourself,
You're
gonna
in,
be
you're
here
in
a
that
while.
line of trucks more than anything
Yeah.
else.
I would be afraid to give somebody my passport, man.
I was like, Nestor assured me, no, it's all right. I'm like, but this is the passport. How am I
Yeah.
getting? No.
Yeah, how am I getting out?
But within 5 minutes, my passport was back in my mitts.
There are things to trust Nestor about.
And
that's one of them.
That's piece that,
There are a few not to, but
yeah,
we don't have to go there.
yeah. So, what else is going on? Anything?
No, but the law part 4, that's what's going on. If you're not getting this cigar and you're not buying yourself multiple bundles
You're missing out.
at
Yes.
$64.99, you're
Well,
missing out on
this
some
is a
Nicaraguan
great cigar.
goodness.
Yes.
It is really good, isn't it?
Jeff, why don't you
This
remind
is a surprise.
remind the viewers the nights that you do your live shows?
Oh, well, if you follow me on Facebook, on Tuesdays, I do a 2 for Tuesday deal every Tuesday on both my Facebook channels, on the Cigar Samplers page and the Jeff Brown personal page. Wednesday night, I do a
And Tuesday-
deal.
Don't you do something Tuesday night too?
Well, I do Tuesday twice. I do a noon and a 7 on
Right.
Tuesday. Wednesday night, just on my personal page, I'm going to be talking about these again tonight at 7 o'clock. Then on Friday, on the Cigar Samplers page at noon, I have the spin the wheel and you can win prizes. And I got some great stuff
Oh yeah.
just recently. I mean, I've got the little mini boom boxes. I got signs. I got cutters, lighters, ashtrays, clothing, hats. I got bracelets. I got all kinds of great stuff that I just give away on Friday at noon. I do that. I spin the wheel. And
But you have to be part of it.
yeah, you got it. It's pinned to the top of the page of Cigar Samplers Facebook page. Take a look. All you got to do is like and comment on it, and you're eligible. Who knows? I mean, usually I get 100, 200 people enter every week, and 2, 3 people win. Sometimes I gave away some.
You
like
gave
a
away
nice
a lot
Monte-
last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a nice Monte Cristo flask last week, and a bunch of 2 people.
2
won
boom
boxes.
boxes. Yeah.
2 people won boom boxes. So, and then if you just go to cigarsamplers.com and just sign up for the emails, you're eligible to win that big Fuente. They call it Leon, the Leon sign. It's actually neon,
Yeah.
and it's a $260 and I'm giving that away like next month or something like that. So,
That's a
there's always
wonderful
something.
man cave gift.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
some lucky winner will get that shipped to their house.
And I can attest there is no magnet on the wheel.
Yes, it spins freely. There's people that are accusing me of magnetism.
You just need to have a hunt blonde
Yes.
spin the wheel for you.
No,
That's what you need.
I can't afford to hire anybody yet. You got to buy more of these laws so that I can afford to get some people.
Get
staffed
Mrs.
in.
Brown to spin it.
She's busy. She works all the time.
Maybe we can get some of the women from next door in either the Mexican restaurant or
Or
the
the Bojangles.
Bojangles to come spin it for you.
The lady makes the biscuits every day. Bojangles. Do a biscuit, Mike. Ma'am, I need you to come over here.
Tells me that's going to be a large woman. Someone making biscuits every day is just bound to be big.
One for you, one
And
for
one,
me.
2 for you,
2
3
for
for
me.
me.
Yeah, well, we're sandwiched right between
Yeah.
Bojangles and
Popeyes.
And Popeyes. We're right there.
right in the middle of both of them.
Chicken wars happening. I should call Hector to come up here and maybe.
And I've never had them. I mean, I've had Bojangles once, and I've never eaten Popeye's chicken.
I've had Popeyes once, I've never had Bojangles.
I hate chicken.
Uh-huh.
I hate chicken.
I hate chicken too, but I
I
like
think
fried
Popeyes
chicken.
was doing and still doing for Christmas. I think you can get a turkey from that. See, Popeyes or Bojangles was doing turkeys.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
get a whole turkey, deep fried.
Do you know what's still going on? Black Friday sale.
Black Friday is still going on at the
Mattress firm across the street.
Yeah, still to this day. I mean, if you want Black Friday, and I'm not saying it's best pricing of the year because I saw that earlier in
Yeah.
the summer.
Yeah,
It may not be best pricing of the year, but Black
Labor
Friday
Day.
deals.
Labor
Okay.
Day sale.
But they may not have the best prices in town because up the street,
It's
as
another.
the other furniture place says, they claim that they have the best prices in town. Mattresses starting at $99.99. But then,
Boy, you want to sleep on a $99 mattress.
but next door at Raymore and Flanagan, they too are swearing.
They have the best prices.
Best prices in
Lowest
town.
prices, yeah.
Lowest prices guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Nobody, I mean, they're the only ones that are throwing out the guarantee.
You can
The only guarantee I can give is these damn cigars are delicious. So there's your guarantee.
It's funny because where we are, it's just there's like 3 mattress places all within a driver's shot away from each other.
I'm saying
3
well,
mattresses.
The way you hit a driver for me, it's probably an 8 on it.
Okay. All right. But
So
you
I
know,
could get there with the murder club.
but and same thing with car washes. There's 5 car washes within a mile from each other.
So no matter what happens, you can have a clean car and a good night's sleep.
But the only thing, the
Come
only
to
place,
Quincy.
Chicken.
the only place to get these protocols are cigarsamplers.com.
There you go. I mean, if you walked in to Quakertown, I might sell you a bundle, there. But I prefer you to get the free shipping, and that way, there.
Why? What someone coming in?
Well, you can come in if you want. My customer service skills are known
Oh yeah.
Throughout the world.
throughout the world. I'd rather write you a note and say thank you. But if you want to come in, I'll say thank you right to your damn eye. Right to your face. Thank you.
Right in the eye.
Right in the eye.
Well, their hairline because you're so tall.
I am. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
is
right in
they,
there.
they don't realize. A lot of people, when they see me for the first time, they're like, "You are a tall drink of water," and I am a tall drink of water.
I'm a tall drink of something.
Something.
Yeah.
So
you
there
know,
you go.
you know who doesn't say that to you? Omar.
That's true.
Omar doesn't say it to hardly anybody.
No. Well, you're 6'6" and he's 6'9".
Yeah. He's a rocket scientist.
What's his name? Robert Caldwell's tall also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Terrence Riley. You wouldn't name all the tall people. I mean, there's Terrence Riley.
Yeah.
He's tall.
Mm-hmm.
Carl Malone, surprisingly, not as tall as you would think.
No.
The guy in season 3 of Reacher is tall.
Yeah, he is.
7'2".
Is he really?
Yeah,
That guy's massive.
he's gigantic.
He makes Reacher look like a kid.
Well, I like the line from the trailer. Reacher says, he's twice my size. And what's her name, his
Yeah.
partner, says, the last time I saw somebody twice your size, it was on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
But see, in the trailer, Reacher, who's enormous,
Yeah.
throws a punch into this guy's gut, and it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere. Like, he might as well have punched a rock.
That's crazy. So,
So,
anything else going on? Moose, is there any legislation going on?
Nada.
There is a little
Did you
bit
get-
of something.
There was one thing, and it was just a clarification on the federal law that has to do with trademarking, specifically aimed at Cuba. And it was just a clarification on it. That's about the only thing going on in the country.
So it's
California did something. What
Slipped
they
into
did
the
is
seat.
they no such luck. They had already passed legislation against flavored stuff,
Right.
excluding premium cigars over $12.
right.
That was their cutoff. What they've done now is passed enforcement regulations that include fines depending on how many times you violate,
Right.
fines up to $1,800,
Wow.
and after the 3rd time, you could potentially lose your
Use
tobacco
your tobacco
license.
license. Wow.
So they added enforcement to this idea of cutting out all flavored stuff.
So the C notes from acid,
Would qualify
It would
as
have-
flavored,
right?
and they
But-
fit in the price line
But it also you have to charge at least $12 for it.
for each cigar, not for the pack.
Really?
Yeah.
So each five of those things in there.
That counts as 5 cigars, and they're all under $12.
Right. So they have to charge at least 12 for them not to be.
To get
Right.
past the regulation, they would have to charge $12.
Each.
Yep.
Of those little things.
Little tiny things.
Well, your wife would be screwed.
Yeah, we wouldn't be living in California to tell you that. My wife goes through, she gets through a box of C notes a month or.
I lived there for 4 years.
I'm sorry.
God, I'm so happy.
Oh, blame you.
I enjoyed living there, but it was a very long time ago. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it is now.
They're doing the Reagan years.
Yeah,
Let's see why it
Mid-
was nice.
early mid-80s.
He was president then at least. So, all right. So, anything else? One more time.
There you are. The Law, Part 4. CigarSamplers.com, item number 45000, $64.99. Get yourself some goodness right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I
Great
fought the
cigar.
law, and the law won.
The
Yeah.
law is winning, I'm telling you. The law is winning.
All right, Moose. Let's give our final thoughts on the cigar.
Flavors haven't changed for me. It's a very well made cigar. Burns nice.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of smoke.
Oh,
And can't beat the price. Although that has a bearing on my points. I like the cigar enough to give it a 9.25.
okay. Well,
I find the flavors haven't changed once the pepper backed off.
Mhm.
It's a complex flavor, but it hasn't changed. It's not.
Right.
It hasn't had transitions in it. Obviously, the smoke production is great. This is a slow burn cigar, so if
Yeah,
you want
it is.
to take some time, even though it's only what the Toro, basically,
Yeah.
it's a nice long smoke. I give it an 8.95.
all right. I agree with you. It is it's very complex. I think there's a lot of flavors going on with this cigar. If I could, I would. If we sold these in our stores, I would absolutely put this into my rotation of cigars to smoke. But you can only get them at CigarSamplers.com.
Well, you
Where
gotta
the
order
cigars
some.
are the stars.
That's where the cigars are the stars. That's what I hear.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I give this a 9.5. I think it's
Wow.
really good cigar. This is the second one I've smoked, and this one is better than the one I smoked yesterday.
They don't disappoint.
They do not.
They do. I mean, I'm not going to give it a rating. I'm just telling you, it's in the top cigars I've smoked
Yeah,
this year.
like I said, me too. Absolutely one of the best cigars I smoked this year. So, yeah. So there.
Very
So
good.
Jeff, it's nice to see you.
Well, it's always
Thanks
nice
for
to be
coming
seen.
back.
Hey, it's nice to be seen every now and then. That's the holiday season,
Yeah,
and I'm here.
and you got these just in time for Christmas.
I did.
And you said they said the 18th, but you need to get them sooner than that.
You need to get them today. You need to just go
Like now.
now. Go to CigarSamplers.com, and I'll get them out today. I'll get them out in the morning. If you order before noon,
Well, not today.
not today, because
It's afternoon.
But if you order before noon, I'm going to get them out that morning and get them there a day quicker.
Cool.
So don't sit on your hands, guys.
Nope.
Don't forget, CigarSamplers.com is our sister company, so you could Google stepsister sites and see what pops up.
Well, you never know.
There you go.
Stepsisters.
Stepsister sites.
Ready,
Yeah.
Hetty?
Let's see.
Ready,
Let's see what you get when you
Something
take
will
that
pop
into a search. Yeah. Okay. Actually, no. I'm going to go do that now.
I suspect
After we
you
get
get
out
a
of here.
lot of interesting porno if you do.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Bunch of ratings.
That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
Next week, smoke often and
Ciao
smoke
for now,
happy.
everybody.
Smoke
All
it if
right.
you got 'em.